we are getting dangerously close to Islam Makhachev being the GOAT. Listen, I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but Islam looks unbeatable in the lightweight division. Sure, that Arman fight would be interesting, but Arman's got no knockout power. He knocked out Beneil Dariush. I think my grandma could do that too. Yes, Islam, the only fight I want to see at lightweight with him is Charles. I'm just a big Charles guy. I love him so much. I love him dearly. I love him like a wife. He is just my favorite fighter, probably ever. But if we're being honest, it probably goes like it did last time, even though Charles did look pretty good in his rematch versus Michael Chandler. But, I mean, Michael Chandler, I think anyone beats him in the division. But we seriously need to talk about how Islam Makhachev is getting close to GOAT status. I think right now he's a lightweight GOAT. He has the most title defenses. I think he's better than Khabib was. Khabib barely had any title defenses. And then he retired once, the heat was coming. And we never got that Tony Ferguson fight. But we see Islam. Dude, his striking is quadruple the striking of Khabib's. Khabib, horrible striker. He's like, go watch his fights.
Between Belarus and Nurmagomedov.
Tell me I'm wrong. He's so fun to watch, though, with the ground and pound. Anyways, yeah, Islam Makhachev is getting close to being GOAT status, bro. He's looked so good. But I think there's one fight that they have to make, the UFC absolutely needs to make for him to cement it. And I know a lot of Islam fans are saying, oh, he doesn't need to take this fight. It doesn't do anything for his legacy. It does. If he fights Ilia Topuria, hands him his first loss in a crazy fashion, GOAT. He just needs to retire. He doesn't even need to go for the double champ status because we all know he beats Bilal easily. But a lot of Islam Makhachev fans say they don't need this fight to happen. And just like Lucas Tracy says, I think they're a little scared. They're all like, oh, I don't want to see this. Like, it just doesn't make any sense, It just doesn't make any sense for Islam. Why would he take this? Why would he go against another featherweight? I think everyone's scared that nuclear hands Ilia Topuria comes in and just clocks him out. That's the thing with Ilia. He just needs one shot, dude. He's such a beautiful boxer, dude. He makes me creamy, if you know what I'm saying. But he is so phenomenal. But I still think Islam probably gets that fight. Ilia is just super dangerous and scary. No one's really tested him on the ground. His background is jiu-jitsu and wrestling. Like, no one takes him there because they're scared of it. Bryce Mitchell tried, submitted. So we see all these people try it with Ilia, and it just hasn't worked. But the one guy who I think makes it work is Islam. This is such a high-level fight that the UFC needs to make happen. This is quadruple the skill level of Conor versus Khabib. The hype won't be nearly as much just because Conor had unreal hype, but this will get so many pay-per-views. This will be great for the UFC. It'll be great for the fans. It'll be great for fans of Ilia and Islam. Legacies are on the line. If Ilia can move up, knock out, or just even beat Islam, greatest win stretch ever. Dude, he has gone through legends so far. Legends. Brother. And if he can defeat that, brother. Bro, what else does he need to do? The one thing that I'm kind of hesitant for this fight is Ilia said he wants to kind of retire soon. And I don't want to see that. I want to see this guy be as great as he can for a long time. So let's just hope his brother does, is basically him, in case he does move up and actually beat Islam. But let's talk about my percentages and how I think these fights go. So Islam versus Topuria, I think it's 60-40. 60% Islam, 40% Ilia. It's hard to bet against Islam. He just looks so dominant that people, including me, are looking for ways to stop him. Like, all right, bro, you've won enough. Come on, can we have someone else come in and beat you? He's exciting. He's great. He just doesn't have like the biggest social media presence, but that's okay. He's a great fighter. He's a likable guy. He's a cool dude. I really have nothing against Islam, but I think it would just be crazy because the lightweight division is so entertaining. It'd be cool to see another champ, like even Topuria. I'm sorry, Islam fans. I'm sorry, Islam. I like you a lot, but I kind of want to see a change, man. Not just because the division's fun, but because you're that good. Like, it's kind of like when Tom Brady and LeBron James were coming up. Like, I liked him at first. Not Tom Brady. I always hated Tom Brady because he's so good. And then with LeBron, I liked him when he was on the Heat, and then he's just been so good ever since. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to see him win any more chips, man. I'm done. It's the same thing with Islam. Like, he, pound for pound, easily is way better than John Jones. If they ever matched up, he would, like, if they were the same weight, Islam would absolutely decimate John Jones. Don't tell Dana White that. And, you know, he is so freaking talented and good. It's becoming a problem. So, I think the fight right now is Ilya versus Islam. And if that fight gets made, I will give myself a wedgie, an atomic wedgie. I'll hang myself from the ceiling with a wedgie if it does get made, because that's the biggest fight in the history of martial arts. These are two of the most skilled fighters ever, period. I need to see this fight, and whoever wins, they are on pace to be the GOAT.